Two of the public hearings. We started off yesterday at Narok, and today we were here in Kisii. We had around 600 participants for these public hearings, and they've given us very many views. I think the issue of inclusion of people with disabilities really came out a lot in the public participation. Equity in terms of distribution of these houses, so to make sure that the affordable housing projects are not supposed to be just in a few of these counties, that to ensure there is fairness in the distribution of this project. People are also concerned that there was also concerned that the employment that's supposed to be created, to ensure that it's created for those local people there. On a word of contracts, to ensure that the contractors again source their materials from the area, so that we have now at least economic benefit accruing to that particular county. We've had interesting remarks about, for example, the possibility of allowing pensioners to use their lump sum as a deposit to affordable housing. I think that's one of the new thinking that we've had. And yeah, it was a very, very good meeting. And however, I would like to really take this time to call out reports that were made yesterday by some section of the media that Parliament is carrying out public participation in contravention of court orders. I want to call that out, that is misinformation, that is fake news, that is propaganda, that is inaccurate. Actually, last week there was a case that was filed in Kisii court that was ruled yesterday. I'd like to read part of what that ruling said. That the petition challenging the process of undertaking public participation on the Affordable Housing Levy Fund Bill of 2023, and the petition continued for hearing, and upon conclusion, the court directed as follows. I'd like to read number 4, that the courts confirmed that it did not stop other modes of public participation, and that the National Assembly is at liberty to proceed with other modes of public participation. So the court actually pronounced itself clearly on the matter. The public participation that was stopped is what was advertised December last year, that required members of the public to send memoranda to the email address of Parliament, to the postal address of Parliament, and by hard copies to Parliament. And in the wisdom of the court, they said that by using that model of public participation, that majority of Kenyans will be locked out from hearing from their views being heard, because there are very many people who are not able to travel to Nairobi to bring their physical memoranda. There are many that are not able to do email addresses, to do an email to send that memoranda to public, and that they will not be able to travel to Nairobi. And that is why this joint committee sampled 19 counties across the 8 traditional provinces of Kenya, so that we reach out to as many Kenyans as possible. And you've seen in these public hearings today, we have quite a huge turn up of people living with disabilities. We had even old people. We had people who barely speak in English, and that is why even when we were doing the civic education in the morning, explain to them what the bill is about, we were speaking to them in Swahili, so that it's a language they understand. They give us their feedback in Swahili, and we have taken their feedback seriously. And where the ones that have been able to convince the committee, those particular views have been taken been given to us, will be taken as amendments to the bill. So I will read again to call out that we are not in contravention of any court orders. In any case, yesterday we got a green light from the court saying expressly that the court did not stop public participation in any other form. What they stopped was the previously advertised public participation that required members of the public to send written memoranda, to drop physical copies, and to sell email addresses, because that would have blocked out very many, majority of Kenyans have not been able to take their bills to Parliament for consideration.
Happy that Kisii County was the top report, Professor, the bottom, and I'm sure what we have had here is exactly the feeling of the people of Kisii County, and I'm satisfied. The people of Kisii County have had, and their views now are to take them to Parliament, so
Our presentation is made against the background that Kisii University is poised to be the first beneficiary of the government's affordable housing initiative through the construction of a unit city at Kisii University. So this will be funded through the process of the affordable housing levy that is going to be actualized through the committee, through the bill that is now before the House. The unit city entails provision of a decent students' village with facilities comprising bed spaces, games and sports facilities, eateries, multiple